So this is the International terrastar with the max force engine, a 6.4 liter, and I don't see many videos about this truck. They said it's a very unfortunate engine that came in, but it runs good. You just can't expect it to run like a champ. You got to take it easy on your truck. But the problem we have in here, it's a loss of power. You know, the truck won't go over 1500 RPM, and it keeps, like, it shifts erratically and it's not very nice. So this is the procedure here. If you want one of those, and it's giving all kind of codes in there, and you want to try to save your time and money, maintenance to your truck. So I'm gonna show you now the whole base of the twin turbo here. You have one right there, 13 millimeters, and the back ones are 15. You're gonna take those four. You're gonna take this little pipe here. You're gonna take the hoses here, the intake, that little one there, the vacuum line. Then you're gonna go from inside the cab. It's the only way to make it easy enough for you. You're gonna take these, that one, that other one back there on the exhaust, the clamp. You're gonna take those three on this side here, and another three, and the two clamps from the back there to free the exhaust. And this whole turbo assembly is gonna come up. And so I'm gonna show you in a minute how it's gonna look like. Alright, so we got that hood removed. You have to remove the shifter here, disconnect it from its source. You have to take the parking brake off, and that cap comes right off with 4 or 6 screws there. And then right here you see I got this exhaust. Be careful with that sensor there and the clamps. Remove the exhaust here. It's a good time to check for exhaust leaks on a exhaust manifold. There are always leaks on these engines. And right here you have the place where supposedly would be the turbo. Make sure you cover those holes where the oil goes back to the engine. It's a good time also to inspect everything here. And I took the engine, the turbo off, and I started inspecting it. High flow, runs freely. And then when I looked in here, you see how worn is this. The shaft here, it's actually bent. You can see looking sideways that there's no gap in one of the sides. So this is the high pressure turbine cartridge, and I tried this to see if it was a poor lubrication. I blow air into it. It's free, so it's lubricating. This is actually due to overheat that the axle actually bent. It happens. You got the truck so hot, and you've been traveling and you've been speeding on your truck, and all that heat is been accumulating, and your DPF there is not working properly. Everything is heating up back into the system, and then you just turns off your truck immediately. The shaft is so hot that in that position it's sat, it's gonna lean, and then it will tend to stop on that point. And every single time you turn off your engine hot, it's gonna burn more and more until one day the whole thing is gonna fail. So this is the problem here. So this is what causes it, and I couldn't find the cartridge. I'm still looking for it, but it's ways to adapt it, but I will keep it original. So I'm just letting you guys know, because I don't see many videos online, and you know, it's a shame. It's a good little truck. These to be former Red Bull trucks. I got 2 of them now, and I will definitely get more if I have a chance for the right price. And you will notice that every single one leaks oil right around the transmission. Don't get worried. There is 2 things that can leak oil behind here, as far as I know. One is that little groove. It's a rubber. This is the wires that go to the pump, and you can see there it's loose, so oil leaks through there. It's an easy fix. I'm gonna figure out something to correct that, because they don't sell just that rubber groove separately. And the second thing that leaks in there is this little pipe here. You know, I got this one replaced on the other truck, and it costs like almost $200. So save your money on that one when replacing it. Really careful. The turbo has to go nice and smooth towards that. If you crook it a little bit, it's gonna leak again. It's gonna bite off a chunk of the rubber, and it's not gonna work. So far, this is what I have from these trucks as an experience of recently purchasing a couple of them. You see, I have one side by side here. I got them from Red Bull. I got that bed off of it, which you buy the truck cheap, you sell that for scrap. Aluminum is pretty much like $700, so you get $700 back. And I bought this dump body. I did it myself. I installed it there and I welded everything. Looks nice, works good. You know, you can go to a customer and they will like what they see. Oh, I'm happy with the truck, and I'll be having more of these. And whenever this engine goes, I will put something else in here. You know, not a max force again. I'll get something in here. I might just put a Cummins engine here. With the Allison transmission should work just fine, and then will be no more problems. But for now, I will survive with this engine. The EGR DPF is too expensive for you to have, but I'll keep you guys posted from now on. All right, so just be aware if your truck loses power. Not always is a computed thing, and you don't have to spend like the $500 to get it checked up at the dealer, and it's just too much money. Let's try to help each other and find the problems for our trucks with experience from one to another.